Before the north, the south, and also the east and west turned bloody. Here are three things federal government can do to bring peace. That is coming from Independent TV 7. So you guys, how did we get to this point? That is the question. How did Nigeria? How did we get here? How did we get here? That's the point. If I say when will all this end? What are the government planning to do to stop all this? Are we still safe in Nigeria? That's for some time now. I have been asking myself these questions, but I can't seem to get any valid or useful answer to them. If I say I am comfortable with the situation of Nigeria, then I will be a big liar, and the biggest liar of all time. Yes, a big liar. That is what the word says. That is what it is. Definitely, if I say I'm comfortable with the situation of Nigeria, and then I will just be saying it for saying sake, because that is a blasphemy. The insecurity issues in Nigeria is no doubt on a rise, and if something isn't done quickly about it, I am afraid all four of the north, south, east, and west will turn bloody and unlivable for Nigerians. After some careful research and pondering, have been able to put together three things that the federal government can do to bring peace. Who are the biggest threats in Nigeria? That is number one. They said the Boko Haram are the biggest threat. But notwithstanding, I would say yes, they have no doubt been one of the biggest thorn in Nigeria's flesh for the past decade. The insurgency group have been responsible for thousands of casualties, leaving millions homeless, and not to forget the numerous kidnapping sprees. Recently, the group has consecutively attacked Damasak, a town in Borno State, forcing many Nigerians to flee to the neighboring country. And that is what it is, fleeing to the neighboring countries. And you say, let peace abide. Even in Nigeria, the leaders, let me put it that way, those that told us we are the leaders of tomorrow, I would say they are the threat themselves. They are the ones causing all this havoc. They are the ones causing all these discrepancies, and they are the ones causing all this jeopardy. Because Boko Haram has no doubt been one of the biggest thorn in Nigeria's flesh for the past decades. The insurgency group have been responsible for thousands of casualties, leaving millions homeless, and not to forget the numerous kidnapping sprees. Then recently, the group has consecutively attacked Damasak, a town in Borno State, forcing many Nigerians to flee to the neighboring country. The second on the list should be bandits and the killer herdsmen. I don't know why this attribute is towards the northern part of the country, but banditry isn't a new thing in Nigeria, but it has become very noticeable then because of the recent rise in kidnapping and killings by herdsmen. Within the space of 6 months, there were three major kidnapping in Nigeria, which were the Kagara abduction, and the Jangade abduction. If I would say yes, the sufferness or the wickedness, the Boko Haram bandits, kidnappers, and Fulani headers, what they have really done, they have done havoc to be public, especially from the northern part of the country. And then number three on the list, things the federal government can do to bring peace. If they can identify the root of the cause also. I would say most of the insecurity issues in Nigeria were as a result of negligence, one, and ignorance on the part of the government. However, for these issues to be stopped, the government should identify where and how it all started. I'm not trying definitely to justify what these criminals do, but some of them were forced to go into banditry and terrorism because their needs were not met or attended to by the federal government of Nigeria. So if the government can identify where and how it started, then they can start making amendments. That is what it is because Joe Biden told Buhari that the solution to Nigerians' insecurity or insurgency, the approach is not kinetic, that they should go back to dialogue, and that is the next on the list, whereby if you say dialogue, what do you mean by dialogue? Well, these go for groups like Oduduwa and Biafra. The fact remains that if Oduduwa and Biafra separates from Nigeria, there will there will not be a Nigeria again, definitely. So instead of engaging in combat with these groups, the federal government can sit the leaders of all these groups down and come to an agreement. And we'll see Nigeria staying together. If this can be achieved, definitely we will know who the real enemies are, and it will be easier to eliminate or annihilate them, and that is what it is. Well, the international assistance also is part of it, and that if in as much as I detest the conflict, if there's two solutions both don't work, then I urge the government to seek assistance from international bodies in order to fight this threat. I don't doubt the government firepowers, but we still need assistance in all ramifications in terms of their technologies. I believe Nigerian government has acted with impunity, except if they want to tell us yes, they are the ones involved in all this. Like someone came on channels television on the TV. He said he's ex-naval. He was a naval official. Yeah, he was now saying that yes, even if Buhari, wants to arrest him, they should come. Anybody that wants to kill him should come, because he believes that those that are sponsoring this banditry, those that are sponsoring kidnapping, those that are sponsoring Boko Haram, they are not far-fetched. So Buhari know them. They are in the government, and the government of Buhari. So if without missing what I would say, according to Commodore Adekunle, who was the person being interviewed, and was the ex-naval official or officer, he said they are in Buhari's government, that except if they want to arrest him, because he believes that after whereby he said after he leaves the studio, he believes definitely they will come after him. And we can't really say, I would say, even if the international body comes to our rescue, what are they coming to do? I believe the international organization or the developed country, they have more progress and they have more prosperity than we who adopted the democracy. If you talk of United States, for instance, you will say you will recall that the United States are also practicing democracy, and the question is, why is our own democracy a different one? That is what the question is. Why is ours difficult? Well, though the answer is not even far-fetched, like it has been written. Even in this article, it says we should go back to the drawing board. Dialogue. Dialogue. And what can bring up a dialogue is when everyone, likes themselves and, do not want to deceive themselves. We do not want to deceive ourselves no more in Nigeria. Like what Joe Biden told Buhari, said dialogue is what we need. If Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo, if you can, team up and agree on one thing, what do you want, what the second person wants, and what does the third person want? If they can agree, because three people cannot stand there two unless they agree. Well, at this one, I'm going to draw the curtain. I would like you to share your views in the comment section, and don't forget to share this news so that others can be aware. Thanks for listening, and God bless you.